So for me, it's so much more than creating content. It's actually holding yourself accountable to your business, holding yourself accountable to your marketing, holding yourself accountable to growing your brand and your message. And as the CEO of your business, most of you here are solopreneurs. It's time to step up and hold yourself accountable. Yeah. So how do you create content consistently? I was asked this question by actually one of our members this week. And he said, Nick, I'm having a hard time pulling out the phone and recording. I feel like I'm held back. Days go by without me consistently creating content. Homie, that's a you problem. And let me just be frank with you. If you're not consistently creating content, you're not that freaking motivated to make change. Everybody talks about making change. And I don't mean to be harsh. I just want to be real with you, okay? This page is called Get Clients on Social Media. It's not talk about doing big things. It's not talk about starting a podcast. It's not read and hashtag and study. It's get clients on social media. How do you get clients on social media? You actually have to pull out the phone and create content. Here's what I said to him. I said, dude, I want you to split your day into 2 parts. Watch this, okay? In all of my trainings, you have these Nicky T-isms. And I'll call them out when they happen. They just show up, okay? Here's what I told him. I said, dude, split your day into 2s. So there's 6. I go, what time do you get up? He goes, 6 a.m. I go, great. There's 6 a.m. to noon. And he goes, okay. And I go, and then there's noon to 7 p.m. Okay. And he's like, okay. And I go, you have 2 jobs each day. You need to create a piece of content from 6 a.m. to noon. I don't care what it is. You need to come up with something, and you need to do something from noon to 6, noon to 7. And he's like, okay. And I go, so look at it this way, and look at it this way for you. When you wake up, what's your morning routine? Mine this morning, we got up, we drank some water, had our electrolytes, took the puppy to the bathroom, had a cup of coffee, walked up to Starbucks, we did prayer, we did our stuff, right? As part of your morning routine, brushing your teeth, kissing the kiddos, making lunch for the day, you have to understand, for you to grow on social media, it can't be a want, I wish. It has to become a daily ritual. The way that you grow on social media is this isn't an option. It becomes, I must do this. Check this out. Why am I doing this right now? Because this is a must do. I have to record a video every single day with the crazy beard and my passion. That's my rule every single day. And why am I doing it right now? Because I don't want to do it at 7 o'clock. When I'm done, I want to go vibe out. I want to catch some waves. I want to put some music on. I want to watch the sunset. But this has to get done. Just like you drink water, just like you eat, just like you do your daily routines. So I asked him this question, and I'm going to ask this to you right now. I said, how do you get fit? Like, how do you get buff and go to, get all shredded for summertime? And he goes, well, you have to go to the gym. I said, I know. You can't just talk about it. You can't just watch TikTok videos. You can't just watch YouTube videos. You can't just join groups that talk about getting fit, right? And he's like, well, no. And I was like, so you'd actually have to get into the gym and go on the treadmill and sweat your butt off, right? And he's like, well, yeah. And I was like, and instead of just studying diets and nutrition, you'd actually have to start eating healthy. And he was like, yeah. And I go, and you'd have to change up what? Your current previous routines. See, if your previous routine was easy and just swoop into McDonald's and grab some nuggies and grab a soda pop and grab a Big Mac, that's not going to get you where you want to go, correct? And he's like, holy crap, I get it. So for you to create content consistently and actually turn Facebook and Instagram into that internet money, you have to create consistent habits and rituals. So what is a consistent habit and ritual? Here's my rule of thumb. In the morning, from 6 to noon, you need to post something, a picture or a video about you, about your business, about your craft, about what you do. Then there's another window, okay? And it's from noon to 6, noon to 7, and you have to do it in those 2 things. You cannot finish the day until it's done. So it's 1:40 right now. Guess what window I'm in? You just figured this out. I'm in my noon to 6 window. And I'm doing this at 1:45 because I don't want to do it at 6 when I'm done. And if you go to my page, go to my Facebook, and what did you see this morning? You saw the morning picture. So my rule of thumb for you guys is this. Post 2 times per day consistently, one of which is an image and one of which is a video. So this morning an image went up, and today here's the video. Pretty cool, right? So guys, this is actually the Scale and Social Media system. So number 1, how do you create content consistently? You just make it a habit and a ritual, and you have to hold yourself accountable. At the end of the day, like I worked out this morning, right? Nobody showed up to my place and said, Nicky, get your butt out of bed. It's time to go work out, son. No, I actually had to get myself out of bed to go work out, right? The same is true with your content, dude. I can inspire you, give you the tools, the tips, all the above, right? You guys have training after training in here. I taught you how to start a podcast. I taught you how we did 132 grand in 45 days. The podcast won't launch itself. The videos won't record themselves. This is the one thing that I find really beautiful when it comes to your content. Is it becomes this journey of going within. So for me, it's so much more than creating content. It's actually holding yourself accountable to your business, holding yourself accountable to your marketing, holding yourself accountable to growing your brand and your message. And as the CEO of your business, most of you here are solopreneurs. It's time to step up and hold yourself accountable. And that leads me to number 2. Well, Nicky, it's going to be uncomfortable. Of course. I got on the treadmill for 45 minutes. It sucked. Everything sucks. It's scary. Everything new sucks. It is uncomfortable. And you get people commenting, all the above. If you want to get clients on social media, you're going to have to record. You're going to have to get on camera. You're going to have to get uncomfortable. I had somebody say this to me literally this morning. Well, Nick, I've been doing this in my videos and it's not working. And I know you're telling me to do that, but I don't want to do that. If what you're doing isn't working, then why continue doing it? You have to change things up. You have to test. You have to try something new. You have to do something different. You have to get uncomfortable. I had somebody say to me, he goes, well, dude, I want to start speaking on stages. I go, do you realize that it's going to be nerve-wracking to do that, right? He's like, oh yeah, that's a good point, man. I don't know if I want to do that. Somebody said to me, I want to start a podcast. He's like, well, I don't want to put myself out there. Then you don't want to start a podcast. See, if you want to create content online and use that content to get clients, somebody has to see you. And this is the thing I never understood about that. It's like, you're the one that shows up at the house to like meet with them, right? To sell the home or take their application or like, look at their home or whatever, right? You're the one that shows up at the phone call. Well, that's just you on the camera, right? You're gonna have to get uncomfortable. It's just the way it is. That's the way of life. Here's what I found. If you can lean into that uncomfortability and the things that you don't want to do and staying disciplined, all the above, that's where the sweet stuff is. That's where the magic happens. There is nobody that is fit that you walk in, you're like, dude, that guy, that gal is jacked. She looks good in a bikini. Guess what? She had to get uncomfortable. She had to hold herself accountable. She had to have daily disciplines. And yes, did she want to have the cake and the ice cream? We all do. Brother, if I had it my way, I would literally have a giant plate of nachos right here and I'd be sucking down a freaking milkshake if I had it my way, okay? But that's not going to get me where I want to go. The same is true with your content. You can't continue to not post and not share your message and expect something to change out of your social media. Let me just be real with you guys. The definition of marketing insanity and content insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again, expecting something to change. It's not going to change. Post and hope, post and pray is not going to get you there. Well, I hope this one post goes viral. Guys, that's a strategy to go broke. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm trying to love you up. I'm a coach here. Don't tell you what you want to hear. Tell you what you need to hear and help you grow. That's what I do. That's why they call me Coach Nicky T. Had a guy reach out to me last month. Nick, please, my business is failing. Help me with social media. He had done 5 posts in the previous month. What did I just tell you guys? 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon. 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon. Nick, help me. Gets on my call, gets on my calendar. Help me, what do I do? Post in the morning, post in the afternoon. I just looked at his page yesterday. Want to take a wild guess at what happened? Nothing. Back to 1 post every 4 or 5 days. Guys, I'm telling you, you can't work out once a week. You can't eat clean once a week. You can't shower once a week, brush your teeth once a week. That's not a recipe for long-term success. I'm not judging, not talking down to them. I'm just saying, if you said you wanted to grow online, I know how to get you to grow online. I'm telling you the plan to grow online and you're not following it, not doing anything, then what's going to change? What do you expect is going to happen? You have no growth, no followers, all the above. I posted 5 posts this morning. 5. Crazy, right? 5 beforehand. I'm at 13 leads already for the morning. 13 leads, 5 posts. Tell me, success leaves clues. So anyway, I'm going to sign off because that kid wants to go to the harbor and enjoy it. He's sleeping right there. Where you at, buddy? And this kid wants to go paddle out and surf. So 2 things that I just shared with you that I want to really just hone in. Number 1, how do you create content consistently? 2 hours, two time blocks per day, 6 to noon, 1 post, noon to 6, another post. One can be an image, 1 can be a text post, 1 can be, a shot of your clients, and the other one a video. Do that every single day. I'm doing this now. If you go to my Facebook right there, you'll see 1 post this morning as an image post, and that went up on Instagram, and now you're watching the video as well. That's how you stay consistent, and you have to hold yourself accountable. See, that's what I love about entrepreneurship, is it's tennis. It's a solo sport. Ain't nobody gonna get you out of bed. It's up to you, which I find really cool and really fun. And then the second thing, you're gonna have to get uncomfortable. For you to grow, you're gonna have to grow. For you to change, you're gonna have to change. And just look at the definition. Go look at your past week. Let me just leave you with this. Go look at your social media right now. Look at your Instagram, look at your Facebook, look at your TikTok, look at your YouTube channel. What did it get you last week? If you're sitting there going, Nikki, I crushed it last week. I did 18 posts. I got all this money, got all these leads. Phenomenal. Congrats to you. I'm proud of you. That's amazing, right? But if you're looking at the week going, dude, he's right, man. I posted like twice. Yeah. And it's not a bad thing. You're not a bad person. What I'm saying is you can't expect to get water out of a well you haven't dug yet. You can't expect to harvest crops out of a field you haven't planted in. And I could look at your social media and be like, well, I can tell you why in a nice way. You're just not doing enough. So I would do more. Do 2 per day. And look at your own social media and hold it accountable. Act like you're the CEO of your marketing department and go, God, that's a good point. We only did 2 posts. To this gentleman, 5 posts a month ain't gonna get it done, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm just telling you guys, this is a scale on social media system. So I would just get uncomfortable, hold yourself accountable. Hope this helps you. Hope this inspired you.